Hey guys, it's Kinky Curly Chris. My name is Kristen and today we are going to get into my hair growth game changers. So before we get into the video, I would just like to ask really quick if you would just subscribe, or you can wait till the end of the video, and if you like the information that is given, please subscribe. So yeah, let's get into the video. Alright y'all, so I'm going to be giving you guys the tips on how I feel like I grew my hair and what really were game changers in helping my hair grow. Now before I get started, I just want to say that genetically we all have a baseline rate that our hair is supposed to grow. So these tips that I'm giving can only enhance what's already there. So if you genetically, your hair just grows at a slower rate, it'll just help to increase a little bit. And then if your hair grows at a faster rate like mine does, then that can also just help with that. So my top three things that helped, that I believe were like game changers and just helping my hair grow, were number one being learning my porosity. This one is like the most important thing, and I know you hear a lot of YouTubers say it because it's just that important. You need to know your porosity, and we'll get into that later. Number two is being consistent with my deep conditioning. Sis, you just need a deep condition, but again, we'll get more into detail. We'll get into more details later on. And then number three, which I'll go into more detail like I said about this, is wearing head wraps. Yeah, wearing head wraps. So number one, learning my porosity. So I've learned that I have low porosity hair, and I feel like I use that information of knowing I have low porosity hair and how I apply my products. I don't use it so much for like the type of products. I know like I've heard some things, or read some things that say if you have a low porosity hair, you should stray away from using like a thicker product, and I don't believe that's true. I do have thicker products that I like to use. It's just all on how you apply that thicker product. So yeah, it's just about how you apply it. How you apply your products depending on your porosity is just the way that's best for your hair to get the best moisture out of the products that you are using. So just to quickly go through the different porosity levels, if you don't already know, and this is really just going to be really quick. So you have low porosity hair, which is what I have, and that means the cuticle is really small. So it's really hard for moisture to get in, but once it's in, we hold on to it. And then you have normal porosity, which it's able to take in moisture well and hold on to moisture well. And then you have high porosity, where they can take in moisture very well, but as quickly as they take it in, it leaves. So they're not good at holding on to moisture, but they're great at taking it in. Normal, they're good at both. And low porosity, they're not good at taking it in, but they're great at holding on to moisture. So that's the breakdown of the different porosities. So there's the main test that most people use to find out their porosity is like the water test. You take a strand of hair, you put it in water. If it floats, you have low porosity. If it kind of like is in the middle, then you have normal. And if it sinks, then you have high porosity hair. If that doesn't work for you, I know Bree Hall, she has like a porosity test that you can take. I haven't taken it because I already know my porosity, but that's also something you can do if that's, you know, if you still need to figure out what your porosity is. But with me being low porosity, I can say that it takes, just if you're in the shower and getting your hair soaking wet takes a little bit longer, you may have low porosity hair because it just takes, like I said, we don't take in moisture well, but we hold on to it. So it's going to take a minute for the water to penetrate your strands. Also, if like it's dry and you spray water on it, it just starts to bead up, you may have low porosity hair because, again, like I said, for the same reason. So yeah, so with me, and this was how it worked for my hair. When I would apply products, I would, obviously water will be the first thing. I would hydrate it with water, then I would put in my leave-in, then my styler of choice, and then I would seal it with an oil. That's what I did. That's how it works for me. Yeah, so that's what I would do. So on to the second game changer is being consistent with deep conditioning. Okay, just do it. Just do it. You need to be consistent with deep conditioning your hair. I would say do it at least like every other wash day, but I would say definitely try and do it every wash day. I mean, if you miss a wash day, whatever, but like definitely do it every wash day. It's really, I want to say, like one of our hair's love languages. Like deep conditioning is something that our hair, like, it just loves it. Okay, I went, like, mainly because I was broke, I went a couple of months without deep conditioning. Well, it was like I was broke, and then it was like I just kind of forgot about it, and then so yeah. But once I picked it back up after going months, like that first wash day, my hair was so happy that I finally deep conditioned after neglecting that step for a couple of months. Like, you just have to do it. You do. And so I say that every natural should probably have a holy trinity of deep conditioners. Now, I currently just have a dynamic duo, but I say these are the 3 types of deep conditioners you should use. And these are just types, so therefore it's open to any brand that you prefer to use. So the first one being a moisturizing deep conditioner, and an example of that is like this Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Mafora Oil Intensive Hydration Mask. This is a moisturizing deep conditioner, and so that's an example of that. Then you have a strengthening one. An example would be Mael's Rosemary Mint Strengthening Hair Mask. And then I would say you get a protein-rich deep conditioner. An example will be Mael Babasu. So I am currently without the protein-rich one. I've never used the Mael Babasu one, the one that everybody knows. But I definitely want to try it. And so I definitely say use those 3. The moisturizing one, if your hair is feeling dry, go in with a moisturizing deep conditioner. I use the strengthening one if I know that I'm about to apply heat to my hair. So when I blow dried and flat ironed it, my wash day, I used the strengthening one because I want my hair to be prepared for the battle of heat. So I use the strengthening one. And then the protein rich one, if you see that your hair is feeling weaker, then I would say, yeah, use a protein one. If it's feeling like it's in need of a boost, use a protein rich deep conditioner. You just have to listen to your hair to know like which type of deep conditioner you should be using. But you should be deep conditioning every wash day. Okay, like your wash day really sets the stage for how your style is going to turn out. So the deep conditioner is like the opening act, or for me it's the opening act, because I usually start off my wash day deep conditioning. I don't think it matters in like which part of the wash day you deep condition, just deep condition. So yeah. And then like an honorable mention would be like, which I don't consider a deep conditioner, I would consider it more of like a cleanser, which is the Aztec clay mask. That one's really to just like pull like just all the product to just make sure it's just all out of the scalp. So using the Aztec clay mask, I think, is a good just clarifier, and that will set the stage for when you deep condition and just go into your regular wash. Okay, and then my third game changer is wearing head wraps, which could also, I guess, be considered like a protective style. I don't say protective styling because I never keep a protective style in long enough to consider like having hair growth from it. But I wore head wraps because, like I said, I have low porosity hair, so my hair takes a long time to dry. And in the beginning process, before I figured out that I could do a wash and go with my hair, I was always doing twists and braids. And I was in college when I really started my natural hair journey, and I did not have a blow dryer. I did not have a hoodie dryer or anything like that at school, so I had to air dry. So I would put it up into, I just put it up and then put a head wrap over it and go out, because I never like braided up or twisted up my hair in a cute way that I could just wear it out. And I think that doing that, allowing my hair to just kind of rest for a couple of days before you know, taking it out of its style and then just working with it, I think that that also helps, because sometimes, like every now and then, like your hair, she wants to rest. She does. And so you need to give her that time to rest. So, you know, when you do the protective styles, that's giving her a little break. And, you know, it's also great for us because sometimes we want to break from our own hair. So yeah, those are my hair growth game changers, and I really hope that they help you out. Again, just a quick rundown of what I said. We have the learning your porosity, which is more so learning how to which is basically the blueprint of how to apply your products so that you get the most out of the products that you are using to moisturize and hydrate your hair. Number 2 is being consistent with deep conditioning. Just do it. You just got to, because your hair will literally love you for it. And then number 3 is just, I'd say wearing head wraps, but just allowing your hair to rest and take a break. So that concludes this video. I hope that you all enjoyed it. And if you did enjoy it, please subscribe. I would really love that. Yeah, so if you have any tips that I didn't mention here on how you grew your hair, please comment that down below. So yeah, until my next one, I'll see you guys later. Bye.